All right, folks, I like to dig deep into my bag of tricks and come up with video recipes like this one right here, right? So after you guys looked at that thumbnail, I'm going to show you guys just how easy it is to make. Listen to this. This is an andouille sausage rice skillet. You see that? Let's go. Super easy, and as you guys can look right here, it's not a whole lot of ingredients, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make room on my cutting board, you know what I mean? Because we're gonna have to cut things down. If you guys wanna know, like these are my green onions, my bell peppers. Don't forget the full ingredient list is on my website. That's Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. I have a mixture here because I only had so much andouille. This right here, you see? Look at that color. This is how you know it's that andouille. You see all of that flavor right there? That's what you want to have. Then I have some smoked sausage already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this down also and just add it to it. You guys probably know by now, everything that I do is always a little bit on the meaty side. My meat lovers, you guys will appreciate that, right? So we'll cut these down and then we're gonna go ahead and get our skillet together, get that nice and hot. Okay, so look, I'm getting ready to show you guys the difference. So this is a chicken andouille, right? And this is just a regular smoked Hillshire smoked sausage. You see the difference? Look at the color. That has a lot of the flavor inside of there, and this one over here, it doesn't. All right, so as you guys can see, I just want you to see, look, I got a medium flame. Look a little bit on the low side to me, so I'm gonna kick it up just a little bit. We just want medium, right? Now we got extra virgin olive oil in here. I can smell it. I wish you guys could too. This right here is garlic infused, right? So this is what I always use. You guys use whatever cooking oil you have, you know what I mean, to go ahead and do this process, right? So once this comes up to heat, you know, and get to the point, then what we want to do is we want to put these in here and you want to make sure they're not in here like this. So you want to make sure they're down so you get maximum, you know, coverage, because we're going to put a little char on there. If you guys can see that, hopefully it's catching a little puff of smoke. That lets me know that it's ready, right? So when it does that, I'm good with that. Notice how I'm putting these in here, just like you see. I want to make sure that these char, right? And I want to, like I said earlier, I want to get maximum coverage. So how we get maximum coverage, we don't just throw them in here and have them all bunched up. All right, so now I'm getting ready to move these around like this, just looking at them. Now I'm gonna make a room right here. I want you to look at the bottom of my cast iron. You see that right there? What is that called, folks? Talk to me down there in the comment section below. Type that in and tell me what that is. I'm not finna tell you. I guess I gotta tell you, because if you knew, you might not know. For all my new, you know, followers or people watching this, that right there is called find, right? So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna add, you didn't see this in the very beginning, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some onions in here. And then those who have been following me for a minute know that I like to always start off with my onions first. Even though trained chefs have been here and they told me, AB, it doesn't make any difference, right? But I like to go ahead and, you know, put them in first. Seems like it to me, and from what I see, it looked like it take a little bit more to break them down. Now, as I just move this around and the acid inside of the onion, look at the bottom down here. You see how it just starts to pick up everything? And don't forget, this is a well-seasoned cast iron skillet, right? So we got that going. Oh, this one jumped out. I think it jumped out in the cayenne, but no worries. We'll just put that in there like that. We'll just move this around. Like I said, giving it a head start. And the onions is white, right? So now look at the color of it. They're starting to take on the flavor from the andouille. This is why when you make dishes from Smokin and Grillin with AB, your dishes come out a little different than everybody else's recipe, because it's the type of, you know, ingredients that we use and the process that we make it. Now, with me doing all that talking, that was just enough time to give it a little bit of a head start. You know what I mean? So now we come with our bell peppers. Now all we're gonna do is do the exact same thing. Just move this around and we're gonna cook these down till they get soft. Now, the number one question you guys are gonna ask me is, how long, AB? It really depends on how high your flame is. A lot of factors go into it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say it normally would take about 3 to 4 minutes. So now that we got this moving around, I can see andouille has been passed on to everything in here, onions, bell peppers, and all of that. Let's just get it like this. We're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna let it steam and start to soften up. Okay, so now I'm gonna come with my herbs, right? These are all my dry ingredients. We just put that in here, because what we're gonna do is we kind of like gonna just toast them up a little bit, right? So we'll just add them in here one by one. Smoked paprika, cayenne. Then these are really the herbs. The other was more like a seasoning, right? Now, If you guys pay attention and look over here to this side over this way, I'm gonna take these. I still have my hot soapy water, folks. So I'll put that in there. Now we'll come back over here, come back to my spatula, and we're gonna cook this. It's gonna kind of like dry up a little bit of, your seasoning. I mean, you're gonna dry up some of the oils in here, but that's what you want, no worries. We're getting ready to come with that broth, or some of you guys got the stock, either or, right? And it's gonna work magics, I promise you. Honestly, if you guys have, laid out all your ingredients like I do, you should only have 4 things left. This one right here, this is just green onion. This is gonna be more so for like garnish at the end. But check it out. So you should have long grain rice, stock, and then you should have some, fire roasted diced tomatoes, right? So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come with my rice first, because I like for it to go ahead and get just a little bit on the toasty side. Let me get all that in there. There we go. And then you remember, it goes in white. But if you look at it as it moves around, and as that andouille and everything else, all of the, the good stuff starts to turn the rice a different color. Now we still got that medium flame underneath. And the reason I'm using medium, normally I would probably be doing this under a medium high flame, but I'm using medium because that helps everybody out. It's for those of you guys that, get in a dither when you're going ahead cooking, following these instructions might get you a little nervous. When you cook with a low flame, it takes a little longer, but you achieve the same exact thing, right? So this is for all my new people. Look at that rice now. Look at that color, folks. All right, now we finna come with the fire roasted. Now, did you see the juice that came out of here? We want to get all of that in there too. That's all of the flavor, folks. And we're gonna work this in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and raise my fire up to a medium high, right? Because once we put that broth or stock in there, it kind of like brings it down, but we want to hurry up and get it back to a boil, right? So we put some heat. That's one of the things I like about cast iron. It carries and holds heat so well. But you see this right here? Look at that right there. We don't drain, folks. And then we come with our chicken broth or stock. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Take a look right here. You see this right here? Look, we done come up to a boil, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce this down, because the only thing I wanna have is a simmer. Let me stir it a little bit, let it settle. I like to run my spatula across the bottom of it, make sure nothing is sticking. I don't feel nothing down there but a smooth pan. Don't forget, you guys, I've said it in the past, and it's coming up next week. I'll be filming it, how to season and take care of your cast iron skillets. This is one I feel like we all need to know before we go into this fall, right? To this fall cooking. Now, you're gonna wanna have yourself oh yeah, look at that right there. This is gonna be fire, folks. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put my lid on, right? I got my spout, it's away from me. What I'm gonna do is we simmering. I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we're gonna take a look at that. Then I'll just show you. 20 minutes, y'all. Let's get it. Okay, so my timer just went off, you guys. So look, notice what I'm finna do. I got my left hand on here, and then you can see my forearm right here. I'm gonna break this so this end lets up out the steam, right? So when I let it up like that, I don't wanna get no steam burn. So look at that right there. Now, I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I think I am gonna just turn it off. You know what I mean? So now we come here and go underneath the bottom of this. Look, what I'm doing now is just like fluffing it up, right? Letting some of this moisture out. Oh yeah. Y'all tell me, folks. I know you're angry right now. You're like, AB, you doing all of that to me. But this is what you want to have right here. All right, folks, now look, I done put this in here. Look, I hope that you guys can see that. You see the way that sausage got that little bit of a char on the side right there? That's what you want, folks. That right there lets you know that everything is just fine. You know what I mean? The flavor's there. We didn't cook down the bell pepper too far. You still see the fire roasted tomatoes. I can see a little bit of the onion. Don't trip. Whatever rolled off right there, I'm gonna eat that too. Now, I'm not gonna overtalk this. I can't wait to go ahead and taste this, so I'm gonna hit y'all with this. Cheers, y'all. Oh no, this is done right. Hey, this right here is fire, folks. Look, if you guys are looking for a fast meal that you can make in about 35 minutes, this is the one. And I gotta say this, it's still budget friendly. You could feed a family of 6. You know what I mean? A family of 5 can eat good, but a family of 4, ooh-wee. This will, hook you up, for the next day. Hey, so with that being said, let me know down in the comment section below if you think that I left out anything, and I'm gonna take this off the board. Don't say shrimp, because yeah, we could have added shrimp to this too. Hey, but y'all wanna know what you guys do, because maybe next time I make it, I'll change it up and make it your way. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there. There's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And what y'all don't see, and that's that glass of Kool-Aid behind this camera, and I'm out, folks. Peace.